Nintendo Switch. Well, let's take a look and see. So right off the bat, the port actually looks okay. I'm not seeing anything obvious with that. We'll stick power to it. We're on at 5 volt. And we're getting nothing. Zero zilch nada. Right away, that kind of screams M92 T36 to me. But we really won't know until we get it open and see what's going on. So let's get to it. Okay, we have it apart enough to do some testing here. Let's get it around our M92 T36. I usually like to do it this direction. And let's measure around and see what we see. Nope, we're in the wrong thing. That's why I'm not hearing a beep. We're in diode mode and I need to be in continuity. Okay. Well, I'm not seeing anything yet. I may have to check and see if we're getting a RCM thing going on here. It'll be a little bit difficult to get contact with this little filter, but you know what? That filter could also be blown. That looks like a little hole in that thing. If that is the case, that is a first, kids. I do believe that filter is blown. That there would be the very first time I've ever seen that. I guess some people call it a resettable fuse or it's a filter. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's the first time. That definitely has a hole in it. Alright, let's check the rest of this. See if we have any shorts on any rails here. Right, we're measuring around BQ24193. Don't have any short on any of the rails. This could just be that there blown filter. Huh! Yeah, I have literally out of hundreds, out of all the Nintendo Switches you've ever seen me do on this channel, and I've done more than I've recorded, I have never seen that filter blow. Never. So, I think what we'll do is we'll pull that there filter. We'll grab one. I think I have one on my donor. And go from there. Alright, let me grab my donor and make sure it's still there. It is. I do believe it is still good. This donor is has been my practice board for a very long time, so you'll have to excuse the mess. All right, it's still good. So I may try this in the housing if I can do it with an iron. And the best way to practice that is to do it on the donor board. If I can pull it with the iron and place it with the iron, hand solder it. Let me throw up the temps for now while I get everything turned on. I'm hoping I will just use the micro pencil and the pico pencil here. Or maybe just the micro pencil, I don't know yet. I can get this at a direction I am comfortable with. Alright, switch you back to microscope. We're going to try to pull this without using hot air. Oh no, or lose it. Son of a... Well, that wasn't cool. Alright, let me see if I can find it, and I'll be back if I can. Okay, I did find it. Now we gotta see about pulling this guy. This one I'm not trying to pull intact, so I'm not that concerned with that. Alright. See if we blow another fuse. Actually, let's make sure we got continuity. Alright, appears good. Alright, let's plug in our battery. And plug in our supply and see what happens. Okay. Alright, and we're getting a battery symbol. Let me switch you over to the me scene. Alright, see, we're getting battery. So, alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to unplug it. I'm going to clean that off a little bit. And then we're going to let it charge for a while and see if it takes a charge and go from there. Okay, right now, looks like we're booted up. We're up to about 22%. 23% now. It keeps rising, so I think that little fuse blowing was our problem. Like I said, that is the first time I have ever run into that. I've never seen that. It's like the indestructible backlight fuse in a MacBook. It never blows. So yeah, that is the very first one I've ever run into. We'll let it charge for a little while longer. Actually, I'm going to unplug it, power it down, reassemble it, and then we'll test it further, make sure it's docking fine and everything else like that, and be thorough. You know, let's make sure it's charging on both sides too. Yep, it's charging on both sides, so we'll be thorough. We'll make sure it's docking and all that, and then, you know, wrap it up. Okay, we have it back together. First thing I want to do is power it up without putting it on the AC adapter. Make sure it boots up without having an error. Okay, I just didn't hit the volume again. Alright, I'm going to use my Joy-Cons because I don't have any, or they didn't bring them for me. Alright, and let's check and make sure they're charging. So they're pretty much full, but it is showing that they're charging all three, the console and the Joy-Cons. Alright, next thing I need to do is a dock test. Okay, and as you can see, it is docking and charging, and everything else seems to be okay as far as I can test anyway. So I think that's going to be it for this repair. If you have any questions about the equipment I used in this video, take a look in the description below. It should all be linked down there. If you liked this video, hit the like button on your way out, and if you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button and maybe the notification bell. I usually post about 2 videos a week. Appreciate you watching, and we'll see you next time.